Hi, this is David Feakes, owner of the Parents Estate Planning Law Firm, and today's video is another in our series of answers to our clients' frequently asked questions. And today's question is, when is it appropriate to use a pay on death or transfer on death designation on a bank account or on an investment account instead of actually retitling that account in the name of the trust? I'm going to first give you the answer that you may not like, and that is I strongly recommend in all instances that you actually retitle your bank account and your investment accounts, your taxable investment accounts, in the name of your trust. If you do that, your trust is going to work the way you set it up to work, the way you want it to, the way you intended it to, every single time. No issues at all. There are circumstances in which it would be okay to set up a pay on death or transfer on death designation instead of retitling, but it's dependent upon the way you structured the trust. So I would say if you're struggling, sometimes banks make it difficult, and sometimes it appears that the retitling process is more complicated than establishing a pay on death or a transfer on death. And it may be that when you go into the bank, they're trying to take the easy way out by only creating a pay on death or a transfer on death to your trust instead of actually retitling the accounts in the name of the trust. But I strongly advise you to retitle the accounts in the name of the trust. The short-term pain is worth it in the long run, I promise you, by making sure that the trust works the way it needs to with respect to that asset if you were to die, or if you're married, if you and your spouse were to die. I've seen too many times people shortcut using a POD, a pay on death, or a transfer, or TOD, a transfer on death, and the trust didn't get funded appropriately on the death of the first of them or on the death of the survivor of them. So save your family that potential headache and grief, and just get the accounts retitled in the name of the trust right now. Again, the short-term pain is well worth it in the long run.